drove all the way in from eastern North Carolina to read with us tonight. Her poetry has appeared or is forthcoming in Tar River Poetry, Anglican Theological Review, the South Carolina Review, Broad River Review, Salzier Poetry Review, Inch, Iodine Poetry Journal, and a few others. Emory's, which is publishing house, published her chapbook, How Language is Lost, in 2011. So Celisa, if you read your poem that we chose and a couple more, we would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just leave right there. She'll pick it up.
Okay, all right. So I have two poems. I'm going to read the one that was chosen for Poetry in Plain Sight, and I do think that's a wonderful program, and I'm very glad to be part of it. And then I'm going to read one more. And the one that was chosen for Poetry in Plain Sight is written after a poem by the great Jack Gilbert. It's after his Orpheus in Greenwich Village. So it has an after Jack Gilbert subtitle. It's called Another Moon Poem. What if the Earth's moon, bored of being button, bow, and chip dish, should write poems of us, and then, shining whitely in the contrail-streaked sky, his poem ready for recitation, should realize we'll hear his words only as the ocean's lisp. And as Kevin mentioned, I recently was appointed the Carver Poet Laureate. It's a 2-year term. And one of my first duties and privileges was on Tuesday, the new mayor was sworn in along with 3 re-elected alder persons. And so I was invited to the swearing-in ceremony and asked to write a poem for the occasion. And that was my first occasional poem to write, and I did one that was, I think, fairly traditional, sort of, speaking to the swearing-in ceremony and all of that. But when I was trying to sort of figure out what to write and what to say, I also ended up writing a second poem, which I did not read on Tuesday night when I was at the swearing-in ceremony. I was just sort of playing with more kind of some of the language of kind of local government, some of the issues of local government. So I thought I'd read that one here tonight. So this is The Body Politic. The sluggish economy of me before coffee, the protesters who crowd my muscles streets when I jog at dawn, the dog's leash jangling with each dark step. My body, a drive-through in a town of pedestrians, the farm of youth sold long ago for luxury, condos, or another grocery store. Where is the mayor of me to organize a special election, to fill this vacancy I feel? What council convenes late-night meetings of a chaotic mind, swears aldermen and women to support and maintain my aging constitution? How, tell me, do we ever learn to govern the unmapped, sprawling districts of these, our only bodies? Thank you.